There's a blank page phenomenon with painting for sure. You're staring at a giant white canvas. It's very intimidating to just kind of start something fresh. It's, that adage of just, you have to start somewhere. You have to just get the ball rolling. I'm Jordan. I'm from New Jersey. Both my parents were lawyers, so you can imagine kind of a buttoned up, very quiet, very thoughtful, very studious household. I think my first experience truly making art, probably when I was in elementary school. I had a really nice watercolor set and I kind of sketched something up and I painted it in. My mom was so proud of it and she framed it and put it up and I'm like, this is awesome. And then I fell into making art and making paintings like you see here in a fine arts class. I think it was junior year maybe in college, and just fell in love with it, and that set me off and have been painting ever since. So how I ended up in the tech industry is, I feel like I kind of fell into it. I worked at Capital One and then I went to Facebook. I think I hit a point where I was just looking up at the next levels of who was there, the managers and their managers, and they just seemed really unhappy and really stressed. I'm like, is this it? Have I reached the point where I just stay here and continue to climb up and continue to stress, go gray? I knew myself as a tech guy, but I just wanted to seek out a different balance. I wanted to see if pursuing that happiness works out. So, we're sitting in my studio right now, which is about a 7-minute walk from my house. I use the walk to kind of step out of business Jordan and step into artist Jordan. There's nothing like the freedom of pure abstraction. The canonical heroes of mine are in the abstract expressionist movement. Pollock is the one that everybody knows, but there's Rothko and there's Clifford Stills and there's a ton of others that were kind of the pioneers of that unique American individualistic voice that was just fully free, and something that wouldn't exist in other parts of the world because it was so free. Think about what it's like to be an artist now versus 20th century all the time, because that's when those heroes that I was mentioning were working and were active, and they weren't competing with this crazy sea of content. I very much paint for myself. Working as a professional artist, it's this balance of kind of giving yourself your own structure, building your own kind of rubric for yourself, but you just have to work through it to produce a body of work. Occasionally you just get tired of a painting or bored or disgusted with it, and rather than ripping it all up and painting over it, I've learned to control myself and just put it away and then take it back out when I'm ready. And a friend of mine once said, all right, at your upcoming show, take out some of the pieces that you hate. And he's like, I bet you that those will sell first. And that was true. And I have found that just getting in here consistently every day helps. It helps me refine what I'm doing. It helps me kind of iterate through thoughts of pieces I want to do, stay with a consistent palette. That's been one of the biggest learnings from just going from casual painter to more professional painter, is how to produce a consistent body of work. And it just requires showing up every day, making this the true 9-to-5 that you wake up and do, versus just when inspiration strikes, kind of day in, day out, just paint. There's a power to investing in yourself because no one else is going to do it. You kind of, you have to create the atmosphere and create the environment of that person that you want to be, and then you step into it. Everyone's going to take their own leap. Sometimes, I guess some people, tiptoe into the swimming pool. Other people just need to dive in